guys, welcome back to Yoga with Leona, your site for everything about yoga in breast cancer recovery. So today I thought I'd do a mini video adding on to my favorite chest and shoulder stretch, which you've all surely practiced a little bit by now. We're going to add on to that with some core strengthening. So we're going to get the same awesome stretch through our side body, shoulder, and chest, and then we're going to add some core strengthening to get lots of strength through the sides of our abdomens, those oblique muscles on the sides of your core. So I thought to do this video because, as you know, yoga gives us so many amazing gifts, but one of my favorites is empowerment. So you've probably read or heard me say that one of my biggest fears going through my cancer treatment was that I wouldn't be able to get my strength back, that somehow after cancer treatment, I would just be terribly weak and not be able to do the things that I did before, and that really frightened me. And I think it's one of the awesome things about yoga is that it's so empowering. So not only does it bring us flexibility and range of motion and things like that to get us more comfortable, so that we don't have this really uncomfortable or painful tightness, but it gives us strength. Your yoga practice can restore strength to the point that honestly, you can get stronger than you were before cancer. So just because we've had cancer doesn't mean that we're going to be relegated to just the gentle yoga practices. Although, of course, gentle yoga has its place and it's amazing and wonderful. But because we want to be empowered and we want to learn and prove to ourselves that we really truly can build back significant strength. So in order to do that, you just have to be patient with yourself and put in a little work. So I'm going to teach you one exercise that I do a lot in my home practice today. So we're going to start in a sort of tabletop position. I'm going to use a couple of yoga blocks today. So if you have yoga blocks, go ahead and bring those. If you don't have yoga blocks, then you can use like a stack of books or something like that. We're just going to put it underneath our hand. So I'm going to start with my yoga blocks like this, but then I'll show you how to use more if you want to. So this is starts in a sort of modified side plank. So you come into a tabletop position, and there goes my cat zooming by. And you bring the blocks underneath your hands. And then you're going to spin on one knee so that one foot goes out to the side of your mat, the other foot long toward the back. Now I've got just one block under my hand here. You can do this without a block with your hand at the floor. You can do it with one block. Or if this is hard for you, or if it's uncomfortable to put a lot of weight into the hand, you can do it even with two blocks. So sort of the higher you get your body, the less pressure into that lower hand. I'm going to show it to you with one block today. So the first part, as you know, is my favorite stretch of all time, where we just stretch that top arm to the sky, and then we stretch it all the way above head, big circles with that upper arm, even taking the arm behind you to open that pec. Now, if you're fresh out from surgery or this area is still really tight, you might not want to stretch quite so deeply. So you might say even just bring the hand behind your head and just stretch gently, or maybe you make your circles a little smaller. So you start wherever you feel comfortable, right? You feel a nice stretch, but certainly never pain. And then you slowly work up to bigger circles all the way opening through that chest. Now, where's the part with the strengthening? Let's add it on. So, once you're doing this and you feel comfortable here, your bottom arm is okay, you can stay here for a little while, then let's add some strengthening. So I'm going to stretch my right arm all the way up above my head, and then I'm going to bend the elbow as I lift up my knee and elbow, reaching toward one another. We're going to do that 5 times. This is 2. So you're building core strength, strength through your hip and leg. That's 3 or 4. Here's 2 more. 4 and 5. Good. Rest a second and stretch that body just as long as you can. Imagine all the way from the fingertips to that lower toe, stretching long. Now, if that feels okay, then you can do it with the arm and leg straight. Here we go. Leg and arm straight, coming all the way up. So again, strengthening core, strengthening leg. 4 and 5. Awesome job. Come back to the center and I'll show you the other side. You'll just be seeing it from the back. Watch out, Bato. So the foot spins out to the side, other leg long toward the back. Again, arm all the way up if that's okay. If that's a little too much, you can bend the arm and you can just stay here. Or if it feels okay, you take those big circles with that top arm, even bringing the arm behind you, really opening chest and shoulder. Good. Once that feels good, stretch that arm all the way long above head and then bend the elbow and knee. Let's do 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now leg and arm straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come on back to center. Remember, if it's uncomfortable to the bottom arm, just prop yourself up a little higher, okay? So you'll have less weight into that arm and hand. And remember to start slow and do these gently. Don't, do the whole thing at once if you're not comfortable with putting any weight into your arms yet. So everything about yoga and cancer recovery is about going slow, really listening to your body, not pushing to pain, and just being patient with yourself. And the strength will come. Believe me, it will. All right? So thanks for being here. Have an awesome day. Good luck on your yoga journey, and let me know if I can help you. All right. Namaste.